No! Don't think we're there yet. Are we live? Are we here? Oh, I should probably actually... Okay, now I think we're here. If you can't tell from the music, we're gonna be doing REPO today. However, I'm waiting for a friend to be available first. What's up? Up until Ollie's ready, I will have, I will just have, do a little bit of work on the rendering here. I'm actually going to turn Discord off of Do Not Disturb. Change it to online. That way I can hear when she is ready to go. We did some grocery shopping when we, on the way home so that we can get some stuff. We were mostly just planning on getting stuff for dinner today, and then we were like, okay, what else can we get for dinner later so that we don't have to make another trip to the store? So we got, like, we had planned on getting, like, maybe 2-3 days worth of meals, and then we ended up getting, like, closer to 6 days worth of meals. Because we got, for tonight we're gonna do a pasta dish. We got another pasta dish. And then we got another pasta dish. And hot dogs and mac and cheese. And I'm gonna do taco ring tomorrow. It's basically just tacos, but, you know, like crescent roll dough instead. And we also got stuff for omelets as well. Because I was talking about omelets today with a coworker. I told boss, I was like, man, now you got me thinking about Malaysia all day. Because of this, the idea of going... So, I was offered the chance to go to a different site before, but the previous time that they wanted me at a different site was still within the country. Last time they had sent some of our people to a different site. It was not in the country, but it was only like... Because of where it is, they were like, yeah, we're not gonna just offer it to just anybody, so they made it so boss and just, like, one other person went, and that was it. Because just due to the territory it's in. But now they're having issues at a different site, and what they're having issues with is quite literally my expertise. So I think boss was gonna try and convince me to go anyway. Which, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, yeah, okay, we could do that. That's not a problem. I've got no issue with it. The only thing is, I haven't been out of the country since I was in first grade. Since we left Italy. So it's a little bit jarring. I sure am. I is here. As you can hear with the REPO music, we're on the REPO title screen. Waiting for my friend to be available. She's gonna eat real quick and then she'll hop online. Until then, I'm just gonna get some rendering done on this drawing, and then we'll switch to REPO as soon as she is available. I guess the alternative is I could do a single-player game, or a single-player mode and just see how far I get, but then I'd have to quit mid-game if she got ready. So this seems like a smart idea, just get some done. Especially because if I am going to go out of the country, I've got to really step up and do as much as I can before then, because I'm worried when I'm out of the country doing work things, maybe I won't have the energy to draw after work. That being said, I don't know if I'll be able to stream, because my time zone is going to be so fucking different. So, I guess we'll find out. Hell yeah! Get your work done! I was definitely nervous about the idea of potentially going out of country on a work trip, but it actually does sound like a really good opportunity. And it could just be a good experience, who knows? So I already told him I'll definitely go. I just gotta figure out the passport situation, because I haven't been out of the country in so long, I don't have a passport. But it sounds like it might be very soon. He's like, don't worry, we have a way of, expediting the process or whatever, because we'll, since it's through work or whatever. We're just trying to help out another site. To be honest, it's not like any kind of, promotion or anything. It's just the work that I'm doing is basically exactly what they're having issues with. So I'm just, the perfect candidate to help teach them. Because they, generally speaking, have a good system. However, their system is not working quite as well because they aren't used to doing things differently and blah, blah, blah. So when things are working well, they're great. When things are not great, they don't really have any idea how to act under the pressure. And I think that's what the issue is, based on what he's saying. But from what he was telling me about their site is, that site is a lot bigger. We have, maybe 8, 9 pickers, and they have closer to 30. That's the size that we're expecting. And the size of their receiving department is the size of our whole warehouse. So, much bigger. Probably just going to be some sticker shock there. But the idea of trying different foods and stuff from a different country sounds like I have always kind of wanted to try different things from different places. Now is probably a good time. Because I tried looking up what kind of foods they've got there, and to be honest, a lot of stuff I've never had before. A lot of cultural foods I've never had. I've had Chinese food, but I haven't had others, so. So it should be interesting. But hopefully it's at least an interesting trip. And then whether or not I stream, I guess it just depends on what it looks like when I get there. Maybe I will be able to stream, I don't know. But if I do, it might be such different times that I'll have to, figure that out. Maybe I'll see completely different people. Nobody will be online whenever I'm doing it or whatever. I don't know until it actually happens, you know? But I already told him, yeah, I'd do it. I just gotta figure out the passport situation. It does sound like he was planning on having me do that, he said he'll send me to go get it, which implies to me that he wants me to go, from work or something. In which case, cool. Bail on work so that I can go get this passport for a work or not a work project, but a work trip. Sounds interesting. But the cool thing, too, is since it's a work trip, it'll be paid for. I won't have to worry about any of the expenses at all. That will be awesome. I get to go out of the country, and it's not even... I don't have to spend money. I mean, I am spending money, but I'm not spending my money. I'm spending company money, you know? And because it's a work trip that I need a passport for, they'll pay for the passport as well. So all the fees and stuff. Hell yeah! I didn't really want to go on the previous trips, but this one, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'm in a better place. I think that's not a bad idea. And they need me. It sounds like I don't think he would have asked if he didn't think they really needed me specifically, you know? But that does mean whenever I go, whenever I've got an idea of when I'll be going, I will be putting my commissions on waitlist. I might actually do that after I finish the one commission I have in my queue. I might just go ahead and put it on waitlist now so that I can focus on my own project, get as much done as I can before I leave, just in case it does interfere with how my project is going. Because I am also very curious on if I'm going to have the energy to draw. But it might be a good opportunity for me to just stream some games that I was planning on doing for the game history stuff. I got a bunch of emulators set up the other day, so I can do all of that. Gives me something at least. This music makes good background noise.
I'm gonna check to see if you have it.
Wouldn't it be... I thought it was always in the same place.
The blue folder?
Yeah.
I can't find the blue folder.
Why would I have the blue folder?
I don't know if you took the blue folder. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say,
Maybe we just have the paper.
I don't know. It should be in the blue folder. Maybe we...
I don't know where it is.
We've definitely had it since we came here. Because I got it with my license. It's gotta be somewhere. We probably just put it somewhere else and forgot where it was. I don't know. I went and cleared out a lot of my stuff, like, a week ago. Like, because I moved this. It used to be next to the bed this direction. I pushed it that way, so I had to, like, go... I went through my drawers to figure out if I needed to get rid of anything. I definitely would have seen it if it was in there. Sounds like a problem for another day. This actually makes some really good background noise, I'm not gonna lie. Sure. Oh, but my Discord is not set to be muted, so don't get startled by the Discord notification from the stream. Sometimes I don't notice notifications right away if I have myself on D&D. Not disturbed. But I also didn't want to miss Ollie's message, so. Ooh, that's a pretty tree. I mean, I'm sure you've got an idea. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. See, that's what I like about being able to do fantasy stuff. Is you can do whatever the hell you want. Why is it like this? Because I felt like it. You know? Just because I can. Doesn't have to be a reason. Like, I have this one little drawing that I did just for funsies of Clairstall with like a tree with blue leaves. I just thought it was pretty aesthetically pretty. It doesn't have to mean anything. Who cares? And realistically, it doesn't mean anything. They're just blue leaves because I felt like it looked pretty for the composition. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah. My worlds have magic, so who's to say you can't just magically have things be the way they are because that's how they are? Just magic. Nothing else. Last time I needed to use my birth certificate for anything. It's gotta be around somewhere. Pretty sure I know where it's gotta be, but I gotta find it. Well, since I gotta wait anyways, I think I'm going to try and help Mom figure out that situation. So I'm gonna put up the BRB. I know I just got here, but... You found it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have that hanging a thing in my closet that has like old clothing, and there's 2 shelves that don't fit because it hits the shelf of the closet, and it slid in there, pressed down.
Oh, the folder?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's no way we don't have that folder.
Yeah, like
We had to have the folder.
we forget that all things.
Well, and I'm pretty sure I would have needed it for at least something, if not the license, but for...
You're at least have proof of content.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I would assume I would have needed it for my license. I feel like there's something else I would have needed it since we got here, but I can't think of what. Would I need it for the car?
Your registered car?
Yeah.
Driver's license.
I don't remember if I had my license at that point, did I? That's what I was thinking, because I don't think I had my license when I bought the car, so... So maybe, because I was thinking there was something else I needed with the, for the...
Maybe you had to have the one.
I don't remember. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like there's at least 2 things we've needed it for.
Your license. Yeah.
No.
So you had to have the birth certificate.
Yeah, so...
That's proof of identity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like I needed it for something else since we got here. Because I didn't get my license until a year or 2 years or so, until after we lived here.
Anywhere. Move, live anywhere without my proof of, not my birth certificate, so much as my name change documents.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they think I'm still...
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if anything ever happens exactly what they did.
I don't know.
This is hopefully more information.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, never mind. I don't need to go anywhere. Sorry. Don't know how much of that conversation occurred, but it's okay. You're not missing anything. I finished that a lot faster than I expected. I really didn't expect to finish that before she was ready to go. I scarfed down like a nugget Lunchable. I guess I didn't realize there was only 4 nuggets in that little thing. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, actually. For a little kid's lunch, but I just needed to eat something. So when we were at the store, I got a couple of Lunchables. Just as, like, a quick munchie. Because I'm trying to eat more. Like, I need to eat more. You can tell I got pretty far into this illustration if I was able to finish it within, 23 minutes? 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes. Of being on stream. Obviously, I did the bulk of it yesterday. Not me thinking Mom lost my birth certificate. That's crazy. Chapter 24. I do feel like it maybe work. I feel like I maybe work a little bit faster whenever I've sketched a few and then just worked on a few. Oh man, I don't know what to do for the next one. I was gonna just sketch the next one, but I don't actually know what I'm gonna do for the next one because the next one is not the one I just opened. It's actually this one. It's a journal entry. I don't remember what happens in this journal entry. Oh, it's like another catch-up of this is what the team looks like now. So I could do it kind of like the Star Village one, but just make it so that it's more tiles. of like the look of the tiles, but I wonder if I've got too many of them too. I don't think I have the brain power to conceptualize what I want this one to look like. I'm currently on chapter 25 for the art. I've read through the book and proofread it. I do think I was overthinking things. I thought maybe there was more that needed proofread, but I'm now realizing I was maybe being a little bit unfair to myself, in terms of the criticizing that I was doing. Because there actually wasn't that much that I needed to adjust from my perspective. Would still be nice to have a friend or two go through it and just, like, make sure that nothing looks weird from their end. I fixed a couple things that needed adjusted. I've even got, like, a little, I've been keeping a little, like, note tab open for, like, whenever I'm doing adjustments on the book, and it's basically just, here's what kind of things I've been adjusting. I kind of almost like a patch notes, like for a video game. You know, like when they do an update. So I've been keeping that, but there's a good chance that I'm probably going to be going out of country for a work trip. And so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of getting things done, because if I go out of country, I have no idea what that's going to look like in terms of streams. I don't know what that's going to look like in terms of, what, if I'm going to have the energy to do art. So, because I'll be there for work, of course, but there's also a good chance that what if when I'm done with work, don't really feel like I have the energy to draw, because I'm going to be working longer days. If you're working in another site, most of the time, you're just kind of there working longer days to help them get caught up, because the site, I wouldn't be at the other site if they didn't need help because of something big that's happening, you know? So, I don't really know what that's going to look like. That does mean I'm going to minimize. I was already thinking yesterday I wanted to probably minimize what kind of projects I plan to do for art fight prep. And there's, like, things that I want to do that I was like, they're just extra stuff if I have time after I do the book. But this was also before I had planned on redrawing book 1. This was like, if I finish book 2, then I can do these extra projects. Now that I decided to redraw book 1, I haven't really had the time to do those extra projects. But now, if I'm going to be out of country for 2 weeks, I might not have the time to do those at all. So I might just need to prioritize the basic ones, which are every character that I want to have on Artfight needs a ref sheet. One of them isn't on Artfight because I decided I was going to add him, and then I haven't finished it. Yeah, but the thing is, I also really like streaming. Like, I could take a break, but I'm really enjoying streaming. So I hope I can stream while I'm out of state, or out of country. But I don't know if I can, just depends on what happens, you know? But I'm also, again, really concerned about the fact that if I'm out of country, and they're 15 hours ahead. 15 hours. So, what's that going to look like in terms of my audience? My audience might not even be online when I am. Because I mean, I guess that's a great way for me to just find new people in general to be exposed to me as a person, but I would probably also have to explain to my viewers, oh, I'm only on this schedule for like a few weeks while I'm out of the country, you know? It's 4:18 p.m. for me right now. See, so the work trip is in Malaysia. So I calculated it this morning at about 8 a.m. I was like, wait, what time is it in Malaysia? And yeah, no, they're 15 hours ahead. You're 19 hours ahead? Bro. How far away are you? My god. Malaysia's 15 hours ahead of me. Isn't that also where... Oh, somebody I follow is from New Zealand. Who is it? Is it Discord S? Or is it somebody else? There's somebody on Twitch that I followed that's also from New Zealand. See, the thing too is about going to Malaysia is I don't know anything about Malaysia. I know that last time we had a company trip, the company I work with, we have 3 sites in the States and then multiple sites in different countries. I know I have one in Malaysia. The last time that we had sent people out, so we've had people sent to, oh, that's really cool. You actually know Discord S personally? Like, you've met them before? That's cool. Yeah, we've got a couple different sites. I don't know all of them. We've probably got at least 10 different sites. 3 of them are based in the US, including our corporate office. And the one that I'm going to be going to is the Malaysia one. The last time we sent our employees out, the first time we sent employees out to a different site was for, one of our US sites, and then the last time we sent them out was for Israel, which was a problem. They did not want to send a lot of people to Israel because conflicts and stuff. This was probably about maybe a year ago, 8 months to a year ago. So it was a little bit like of a concern. Like when they were being very hush-hush about there were 2 people who were being sent to another country, but they didn't tell us which site they were going to. They're like, oh, they're going out of country to a different one of our sites. And I was like, oh, is it Asia Pacific or is it Malaysia? And they're like, neither. And I'm like, oh, which one is it? And they're like, I'm not allowed to tell you. Like, what do you mean? And then when they came back and they're like, oh yeah, we were in Israel. And I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it now. I understand why you were not able to say that. It makes perfect sense. There's a lot of conflict going on. So, you know, from what they were telling me, there was a lot of, like, they had to go through security a bunch of times and all that stuff, just because everything going on right now. But one of the guys that went, I don't know exactly where he's from, but he speaks their language, the same language. So he said it was really easy for them when they were at that site because he was able to speak with them in their own language instead of them having to just try to figure out what we were saying in broken English, which is what I'm probably going to be dealing with. I'm probably going to be dealing with some broken English in Malaysia when I go. But boss did say that our company CEO is going to be there, that he has been there. The head of my brain isn't working. He's not the CEO. He's the, my brain's not braining. My brain's not braining. Oh my god. He's the head of our site. My brain's not thinking. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm assuming my schedule is going to be the same as it is here, in which case I'm assuming it'll be 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. In which case I would probably maybe be able to go live whatever 3 p.m. Malaysia time. But my brain is not braining in terms of what math that is. What time is it in America when it's 3 p.m. in Malaysia? That's in the morning, right? Or in the middle of the night. See, okay, I'm gonna have to add a time zone clock to my phone while I'm there because it's gonna drive me crazy not knowing what time my people are online. That's gonna drive me crazy. I've also got a server of friends, and I'm like sitting here thinking almost all of my server is American. Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be hard. I'm gonna see if I can get a time zone widget for my phone. I used to actually have one, a time zone widget, because when I lived in Indiana, I still had friends in Arizona, so I wanted to, like, you know, have a widget to compare what time it was. Oh, that's interesting. Being on a different time zone just feels so weird, because it feels like all my friends are going to be so disconnected from me, you know? It does feel like I'm going to be very disconnected. Getting repo set up. I'm still here. I guess I could just leave it on the screen instead of the BRB. That's fine. I also don't know where in Malaysia our company site is. Penang. Yeah, our site is in Penang, Malaysia. Don't ask where that is, I don't know. What kind of ad is this? It's making me watch an ad to get this widget. What's the point of the fucking widget if I can't actually do anything with it? Like, fuck off. I just need a simple widget. Yeah, I want a widget because I want to be able to compare the times between the two places in an instant. I'm sure my clock app probably does have something like that, but I just don't know. Maybe? Ah, it does. Found it. That's what I was trying to find out. I was trying to find a thing, and I just couldn't. Yeah, see, it's 7:30 in the morning right now in Malaysia. Yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning in Malaysia right now. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be able to have the comparison, because then I can actually get an idea of, you know, if this is when I would be streaming. Say I got off work around this time, around the same time when I'm over there. Might be working longer days too. That's the other thing is, I know that previously when we had our people at other sites, they'd said something about how they had worked like, 10, 15-hour days. 10 to 15-hour days. 10 to 14, I think 14 hours is as long as they worked. So I don't know how long I'd be working for. Would I be working 10, 12 hours instead of my usual 8? I don't know. And then once I won't know until I get there what it looks like in terms of, like, am I going to have a place, like, is the hotel going to be set, like, walking distance from something that I can, like, some grocery store or something that I can use, or, like, can go to, not grocery store, like a gas station or a market or something that I can get food and stuff. We have, like, according to Boss, when we have these, when we send people out, we can have, we have, like, a spending budget each day for, like, food. We can spend, like, he said, like, he thinks that when they were in Israel, it was, like, $70 a day. But, yeah. He doesn't know if it's going to be the same amount. It very well might be, but I did get the widget figured out. Wi-Fi issues be damned. Please let Ollie in. Let Ollie in! Ollie is currently troubleshooting Wi-Fi. know. I do think it's kind of funny that I'll be like slightly closer in time zone to, not slightly closer, but like I'll be, instead of being like my friend, I've got a friend in the UK and then Johnny in Germany. And so I've got like two different friends who are usually there, it's so much later for them, so they just aren't able to talk to me. Now I'm going to be the one that's later than them when I'm in Malaysia. Like, I'm going to be a later time zone than people that I'm used to being later than me. That's going to be weird. I don't like that. Ollie's Wi-Fi is being a bitch. Please. I'm afraid it's not gonna let her play. Ollie's internet, please. Please work. I want to play. We want to play so bad. Guess I don't really know how long it'll take to figure it out. I can just try doing a solo game. Just so I can occupy myself. I'm gonna regret this. Especially if I end up unfortunate enough to get a monster that I'm really bad at dodging. I genuinely don't know how people solo this game, though. Once it gets to higher levels, I would simply just fail immediately. Not again. Oh, I got the cube. How am I supposed to move this by myself? I'm probably gonna have to drag this thing. It's so fucking heavy. The music got freaky. Wait, is that a zero grab potion? Do you think it's a lucky break that I got the huntsman, or a curse? Okay. Cursed. Blessing or a curse that I got Huntsman on level 1. Blessing or a curse. Be so honest. That was probably a good thing. Or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Would it have been worse if it was certain other monsters? I just gotta be vigilant. I didn't die, though. Being given a photon blaster on the first level is just mean, actually. Do you think I should do more stamina? Or should I just do... Maybe I should do health. Or health and strength. And oh! More bang for my buck. Sprint speed or stamina? Run longer, not faster. I couldn't get that cube because I didn't have enough strength. So... I feel like the Huntsman was maybe a good thing. Being solo means I don't have to talk. But I also don't like the idea of not being able to talk to you guys either, because I'm on stream, and it's not fun to watch a stream where I'm doing nothing. Or saying nothing, rather. Ollie's still trying to troubleshoot internet issues, so... Onward, Sehoshaba! Let's go! I am. Maybe I'll get lucky and my monsters will just be easy ones like the Shet. Probably shouldn't go too far from my cart. Bro. There's a whole lot of nothing in here. I don't think I've ever seen this room before. What the fuck are these? Bro. I was gonna say, there ain't no dang way. All I've found so far is this damn ocarina. And... a TV. Oh, fuck. And a radioactive teacup. There's literally nothing here. Probably should have got that strength, huh? There ain't no way. Definitely should have gotten a straight upgrade because I don't know how I'm supposed to get this fucking TV. It's just mean. How am I supposed to get it? Oh. Oh. Bro. Got stuck on a dang piece of plank. Get in there. Broke it for the whole house. Oh my god, girl. That was maybe a little bit too close to that extraction point, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what monsters are here, but they're sure gonna be mad. There's a lot of open doors. Oh, it's Bella. That's not too bad. Oh. Hi. No. Yes, ma'am, I'm not your. Have you been opening all the doors, Bella? How nice of you. Oops. Good night, Johnny. The other monster is no face. The other monster is no face. Oh my god, no! I'm so fucked. Oh. Oh, I think Bella just despawned. Alright. No face, please. Does she know I'm here, do you think? Fish, don't suppose you'd be down to play Repo, because it sounds like Ollie's internet is not going to come back up, and unfortunately that means that either I'm stuck playing solo, or I stop playing Repo. dog faces. Hi, Bella. Bella. I don't know where Miss Stalker is, but I don't like this. Miss Bella. Miss Bella, can you not, please? A gigantic base that I can't move by myself. Love that. There ain't no way. Miss Bella, can you not? That is precisely what I was worried would happen. I was gonna say I can tank only one hit. Only one hit, and then I'm done. Hope deals 100 damage. And she's silent, so I can't tell that she's near until she's right behind me. You don't see me. You don't. You do not. She got caught on the cart. directions that way. There's... Miss Bella, can you not? You know, you know, you know. Wait, it still does this? I'm by myself. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is not something I could do single player. Oh my god, fish, yes, please. Please join me, fish. I don't want to do this alone. But what other option do I have? All these our internet doesn't want to like us today. I don't think anybody else is available. It sucks. Man, we really wanted to play too. There's nothing we can do though. Burger Diamond. I'm probably not going to be able to lift that by myself, am I? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's... Figures I'd get no face. Come on, Burger Diamond, get the fuck up here. The pain of wanting to play a game that requires co-op, but nobody's available. That's probably going to be a permanent problem while I'm in Malaysia. Those 2 weeks that I'm going to be out, I'm probably not going to be able to have any friends to play with, so I'll probably just have to do single-player games. Technically, I did finish my daily illustration because I finished the one that I started yesterday. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I just felt like I wanted a Fanta today, but my god, am I hiccuping so much? I didn't realize the Fanta would give me so many hiccups. I don't normally hiccup. 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 Love that freaky bastard. Get in there, you cube. Stay in there. Basically, repo objectives are just make money, don't die. It's really fun for co-op, though. You are really mean for that. Why would you put the balloon directly behind me, you asshole? It sounded like my character farted for a second. It's kind of funny. Okay, just collect items and then try not to die against monsters, but it makes for really fun co-op. So neat, I can't even really parkour these. Yeah, I'm not getting those. There's just no way. My fucking garlic clove. I haven't seen my tier 3 monster yet. Please don't let it be no face again. If I get robe again. Isn't a good place for me to. Whatever, it's fine. Surely no monsters will show up while I take a drink. Surely. Another cute. Where's this binky so damn heavy?
Boom. There's a heavy.
Take this to extraction. That was a first. Why did it bounce like that? I mean, I was told it's a basketball. It sure doesn't look like a basketball. A cube basketball. I don't care. Balloon Boy's definitely a tier 1, so who the fuck is my tier 3 monster? Because I have not seen them. And that makes me terrified, because what if it's no face again? She's silent, so I don't know she's there until she's there. I guess it doesn't matter because we didn't see them. Taxman, let me out! Let me out! Jesus. Okay. Okay, so question. I don't feel like playing Repo by myself because it's not nearly as fun as playing with other people, so I don't even care about what I could get. So maybe I should just, like, I'm gonna get some food. I guess you guys can listen to this music while I put the BRB screen. I'm gonna grab food, and then I guess maybe I should just, like, I don't know. What do we want to play? Should I play, I don't know. Maybe we'll start, maybe we'll do Mad Father? I don't know. Or Alice Mare. I guess we'll see. Let me grab food, though. I'm not doing Dark Souls. That's not my kind of game, to be honest. I could do Misao. Rage game. I could do Breath of the Wild. I just gotta get up my capture card set up. I was thinking Breath of the Wild. Something that I've played before that's pretty chill. Oh, I guess I don't need the death counter anymore, huh? Okay, that's fine. Is Breath of the Wild one I have on a cartridge, or... Mm, yeah, it's a cartridge. Oh, well, yeah, for real. Go figure it would need to update right as I plan on playing the game. Hmm. Quite a few people in here. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like we've done nothing really interesting, so still appreciate y'all sticking around, even though I haven't really done a whole lot. I haven't really been talking a whole lot, so um, I don't know if I'm sure one of these accounts doesn't have a file on Breath of the Wild. So I want to start fresh. I love how you know how our phones are like always um your phone's always listening, right? We already know this. But it's gotten to the point where TikTok is like learned I like repo. It's been showing me a lot of repo content. Wait, is there even any audio coming through from the game? It doesn't look like there is. Yeah, no, there's no audio coming through. How do I fix that? Fix it? Wait, I heard the sound. There we go. Okay. Okay. Perfect. There's like no sound in this early in the game, like in this part of the game, there's no music, so it's a little bit harder to check, but okay. For some reason it was I had the audio device set up, like it was set up in my mixer, but I saw there was no sound coming through it. But for some reason it was just set up to something, but nothing. Like it wasn't actually set up to the capture card. Because I can't hear the capture card through the computer. I just had to put in the I had to pull up the live on my phone and then listen through my headphones and mute my TV so I could actually hear it. Time to make my little bedside desk stand fight for its life. By which I mean I put my laptop on my desk, but it's not really a desk, so it's like probably too much weight for it. I always worry it's not gonna hold, to be honest. And I guess once we actually start hearing music and stuff, then we can decide if we need to make the volume louder on the game or adjust, like, well, probably just adjust the game volume, honestly. Probably not. I think my volume's fine. If I adjust my volume in this game, I would probably forget to change it back after this one, so God, I still remember when I first played this game, my friend had the game. I was visiting her. I was at the time living in Indiana, but I was visiting Arizona. So she had the game because she had a Wii U. I did not. So I got to play this game for the first time with her. And then pretty much the moment the Switch was announced, I knew I was getting the Switch specifically for this game. Because unlike her, I didn't have the Wii U, so I couldn't play this game on the Wii U when it was out for the Wii U. So I got the Switch specifically for this game. Because I was playing it with her. And by playing it with her, I mean she was basically just letting me experience it for the first time. I made a profile to just play it on her Wii U and had hella fun. I never finished Tears of the Kingdom, so I need to finish that at some point. But I do think I prefer Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is good, though. Fucking obsessed with Rauru. Love him. Which is why, I never finished Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, but I need to finish that one so I can also play Age of Imprisonment because I know I would really enjoy that. I love the Hyrule Warriors um, definitive edition that I got. So I got Age of Calamity to play that one, and I really liked that one a lot. Um, I didn't even realize there was Age of Imprisonment for a long time because I was just a little bit out of touch on everything, so I never even realized it existed. And then, you know, I don't have it. I don't own Age of Imprisonment, but that's on my list. That one, Super Mario RPG, and Mario and Luigi Brothership are on my list for games that I want to buy to play. And me streaming kind of gives me a reason to, I guess, get them because at least I can play it on stream and vibe with people, you know? I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple in an open flame makes a succulent treat. It's a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. I hope you'll permit me a question, if I may be so bold. Are you not chilly? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. Although I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. I just think I really miss having company. That's why I like streaming games and stuff. It's just fun to hang out with people. Because I went for a while not really talking to anybody, you know? So this, I guess, just gives me an outlet, I guess. I'm definitely not streaming just to like try and be a big creator or anything. My goal is not to be big or like be popular. I just like hanging out with people, and I like the idea of my friends wanting to hang out with me. Um, and I got used to being the annoying person that nobody wanted to hang out with. So the idea of streaming and that a couple people might actually enjoy watching me play games and draw and stuff is just kind of like, maybe I'm not the annoying person that I always thought I was, you know? That temple there, long ago, was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I'm still eating, so. My axe. It's somewhat funny how long it took me when I was playing this game with my friend for the first time. It took me an embarrassingly long time to find a Korok. Like, I saw Hestu before I ever actually got a Korok. Yeah, plus I figured as kind of a bonus, it's kind of nice the idea of being able to like share my art and stories. But also the gaming is kind of a bonus thing. I like being able to stream games because I like being able to hang out with people. Um, Growing up, my best friend and I lived together, so we just did everything together. So I think growing up and doing things by myself just kind of felt lonely because I got used to having somebody with me at all times. So I just really missed having company of other people because I always had her with me. And it's not like she's not around or anything. We don't live close to each other. She lives like about over an hour drive away. So we don't get to hang out that much. to be honest. I always wonder if I even cross her mind as much as she crosses mine. I think about her all the time. But I've gotten used to being that annoying friend that nobody thinks about unless I reach out. And if I reach out and I don't get a reply, I just assume they don't like me because a lot of people got annoyed with me because I was too annoying. I was too much. I get too interested in my interests to the point where when I'm interested in something, I don't shut up about it, and people don't like that. It gets really annoying for them. They don't care about my interests. They don't care to hear about my interests, and so me being interested and overly interested is too much for them. And it kind of just got to a cycle where I got used to nobody actually caring. So, um, but I always in my head wanted people to be around. I wanted people to think about me and care about me in some way. Um, and just know I exist, you know? But I didn't really have that. Oh, I didn't realize he was asking me why I was chilly because I forgot to actually put on the clothes because I was too busy talking. I walked up to him in my underwear. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, old man. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I never wore the clothes that I got out of that chest. Hey, I'm just thrilled there's people that want to hang out with me at all. Because I got so used to people not really wanting to. I gotta be the most obnoxious person I know, so. Oof. The controller vibration might need to be turned off. That's kind of annoying, actually. Wait, how do I... Mm, surely there should be a vibrate option. Surely I should be able to turn off the vibration. Because that's kind of annoying. Hmm. If I'm like moving while I open the map, it vibrates and I don't like that. Hmm. Do we think the game volume should be a little bit louder, or is it like just the right volume? The music's relatively quiet in this game. Went to go update Twitch's category to Breath of the Wild, and my Google shut itself down so that it could update on its own. So, way to go. Okay. Game category is changed. Now it says we're playing Breath of the Wild. Because we are. It was set to repo because we were going to play repo, and then unfortunately, internet is not on our side today.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link.
Yeah, I've had quite a bit of people
Before
just
it's too
decide
late.
they don't want to talk to me anymore because I got too much. So I do think about it a lot, mostly because some of the friends that I thought were closest to me are the ones that ended up basically saying like shut up, you're really annoying. Like you should like I don't know. It was a lot of different stuff. There are some people who've made me really hate myself um over the years because of them pointing out how obnoxious I am in terms of how interested I am in my own interests and how I think to some people it comes off as me not caring about their interests when usually those people who don't like who get annoyed about my interests are the ones who would not I would literally not I wouldn't I don't think I'd provoke it or anything either. Like I'm just existing and having hobbies, and I just got to be too annoying um, to these people who think I don't care about what they think, but they don't tell me about their hobbies or let me be involved. But I talk to them about my hobbies, and they fucking hate me. So they would hate to know all the shit that I don't tell them, all of the crazy stories and things in my head. I don't tell a lot of people in person about that because how many people are actually going to be interested in even chatting with me when when I'm just literally constantly thinking about my characters 100% of the time. And if it's not my characters, it's whatever I'm fixated on. So if I'm like fixated on Honkai Star Rail, there's a good solid chance that my brain is thinking about one of the Honkai Star Rail characters, that kind of thing, you know? And when I was fixated on Zelda, 100% of the time, my brain was on this character is doing this in my place, you know? My, it seems we would have. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop of that tower? You need not conceal the truth from me. Truth be told, I saw the whole thing unfold from afar. Although I could not hear anything, I did see you react as if you heard something coming from the direction of the castle. Hit the nail on the head, did I? And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle? That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try and jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be another story. Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I did come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Didn't. Sorry. My bad. My brain's not working, apparently. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, let me show you something. God, I've got so much lore I could share. So much lore. Because my character's Whistold was created 8 years ago when I was, no, 8.5. They turned, no, not even 8.5, more. It's almost 9 years old. July 23rd. Whistold was created in 2017. Primordial Life, my second story, was created in 2021. My most recent story, Living Between Worlds, I started making in October of last year. And there's another like conceptual story that I started to concept somewhere along the way. I'm not really sure when I started to make up the concepts. I'd have to do some digging to figure out when. But I have those 4 different stories. Whistold's inspiration was Paper Mario and like just generally Mario series. I was super into Mario at the time. Primordial Life is inspired by Whistold, or not, sorry, inspired by Whistold, inspired by Genshin Impact. And Living Between Worlds is inspired by Honkai Star Rail. Hence why one of the main characters in Living Between Worlds looks a lot like a Honkai Star Rail character, because he's based on that character. Breath of the Wild I do really enjoy, but I never took any inspiration from any of the Zelda games for my stories. There was a period in time in which I was considering there was this kind of like story that was brewing in my head of characters that were vaguely Zelda inspired. That was when I was in my Hyrule Warriors era. So they were based on like Wizrow and Skull Kid, and I never did anything with it. Basically, there's a lot of little stories that sometimes pop up in my brain, but whether or not I use them just depends on if I get fixated enough on them, because once I'm fixated on them, I pretty much just daydream about it 100% of the time. It's probably maladaptive daydreaming, but I didn't want to just assume it was that. And once I found out about that term and learned about it, I was like, wow, that sounds exactly like what I've been doing my entire life. I'm basically always daydreaming, and I like it, there's basically like a movie playing in my head at all times. Based on whatever movie it is, it's just whatever I'm fixated on. If like when I was into Genshin Impact, it was Genshin Impact, and eventually it got to the point where the characters from Genshin no longer resembled Genshin characters. So then I turned them into Primordial Life instead. There was that whole time frame of me developing Primordial Life I was basically just yapping with a friend on Discord. He lives in the UK, so I was just messaging him while I was at work. Whenever I had free time, I would just info dump a bunch of random shit. And I I probably sounded insane, but I basically just gave these giant info dumps, these lore dumps. Started out as these Genshin headcanons that spiraled out of control, and then it eventually was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna make these into my own characters, what should I name this character? Oh, I want to do something with this and make it my own character. So like, what do I name? What should I do about this one? Or like, I wanted to make it so all of them had animal features. They're all kimono characters. Um, and I was like, well, what animal would this person be? It's like, oh yeah, this one's totally a cat. This one's totally a bunny. Whatever. And it just kind of devolved from there. Oh, this person's definitely a dragon, like 100% a dragon. And it just kept going and going and going. And then eventually they devolved so far from what their inspo was that they became their own thing. Their designs were unique enough that they weren't really, there's nothing to compare them to. You can still see some of them, like knowing that my primordial life characters are based on Genshin Impact. You can use that to pretty clearly tell who the main character is based on because he looks just like him. They have a lot in common. They're different enough to be their own character. However, you can tell this guy is based off of this specific Genshin character when you look at him. It's just kind of how it is. And they have some similar themes and stuff too. So like some of them it'll be easy to tell like based on what their themes, or at least it's to me it's easy to tell. Maybe it's not as easy for other people. And I hope it's not like super obvious because in some ways it's kind of nice to feel like my characters are their own thing, even knowing that they were inspired by something else. Well, I've been drawing since I was like 4, so I don't want to say my characters are what got me into art because that would be a lie. I grew up drawing, like we had like I grew up on Gen 4 of Pokemon. I mostly grew up on Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but, I'm well aware of the fact that Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl were also pretty big around the time I was growing up. I had a book that was all of the Pokemon at the time, and so we got like tracing paper and just like would trace the Pokemon. So mostly I grew up drawing Pokemon and then Warrior Cats. Warrior Cats were another big thing that I was just doing all the time. Warrior Cats were my shit. We had like our own fake clans and stuff for Warrior Cats. And then for Pokemon, we had like Pokemon OCs. Me and my bestie, since we lived together, we were always formulating stories and stuff. I couldn't tell you any of them anymore. I don't remember most of them. I do remember that most video games that we played ended up devolving and becoming their own separate thing. And like they could have easily been developed if I still remembered them. But whenever we played any kind of video game, it would always turn into this thing of the characters are talking to each other, and we are the characters, And that's pretty fun. We got really into whatever games we played, even if it was as simple as Smash Bros. Like, we were playing Smash Bros. And we were speaking for the characters. The contestants were fighting each other. They picked their teams, whatever. Pretty funny to see how far I've come. Now I've got my own characters and shit. We used to just basically roleplay when we were playing games. Aw, man. Wait. Let's put my death count on, because I'm reckless in this game because I'm too busy yapping to pay attention too much, so I'm not paying too much attention to dodging. I'm trying to also be attentive to my server. I don't want my friends to be ignored. I think the funniest memory to me is knowing that my character, like, whenever it comes to playing games, I just remember most of the characters in, like, Smash Bros. We didn't actually know. We know a lot of them now. I know a lot of them now. But growing up, I didn't have experience with games like Star Fox and Metroid because we just never had those growing up. I didn't grow up with those games. Um, because we just basically grew up on what my brother had. So it was funny playing those games, playing Smash Bros. With those characters and not really knowing the context of who they were. Because we just got really into just role playing as these characters, and we were probably getting every bit of their personality completely wrong, you know? I don't remember how to jump. Okay, that's how to jump. But I, for some reason, got really attached when we were playing, because we grew up playing a lot of Smash Bros. Brawl. Like, we would play Subspace Emissary, and that's how we formulated our opinions on characters in Smash Bros. Regardless of their, actual game context, because we didn't know who Samus was, we didn't know who Fox was, we didn't know Falco, we just knew what they did in the game that we were playing. So while we had more personality ideas for characters that we did know, like Pikachu and Kirby, we had all these characters that we were not recognizing. I love narrating the game. I love narrating every game. Dude, I was so bummed when I had suggested to Pika, hey, you should play with me so that or so should join me on the stream so that we can narrate in place and make voices for the characters. And he's like, no. I'm like, bro, that's so fun though. You don't have to be good. I don't care if it's good. My voices are not good, but I like narrating the game. I had so much fun doing it in Eve. I tried to make the voices slightly distinct, making Mary sound a little bit more pitched and Gary sounding more deep. But, like, I'm not a voice actor. I don't expect them to be good. I just want to vibe, man. That's what I used to do growing up. When we were playing any kind of game, we always narrated everything we were doing. Skyward Sword, Smash Brothers, even though Smash Bros. Didn't have any actual dialogue to narrate. Twilight Princess, like, oh my god. The good thing too, if I, well, it's not even an if. When I do the Malaysia work trip, there's a very solid chance that if I stream, which I don't know if I will, if I do stream, it'll probably be primarily gaming streams, just because I don't know if I'm going to have the energy for art. And if that is the case, I'm not going to. I might not bring my Switch, but if I do, it wouldn't be streaming the Switch because I'm not going to bring my capture card with me. There's no reason to do that. So I'm going to probably stream just what I got. I downloaded a bunch of emulators, so I have a lot of games available to me. Do you guys want to know what games I have? Or do you guys want it to be a surprise whenever we start playing the stream? The first one I was planning on playing is a little bit silly, I'm not gonna lie. But I mentioned it once before on a stream that I wanted to play this game again, but I couldn't find an emulator for it. Well, guess what? Your girl found an emulator for it. I found an emulator for the game that I said I couldn't find. I found it, and I tested it. It's the correct one. So, it was really hard to figure out the controls, though. Figuring out how to, I didn't even remember how the game originally played. I completely forgot. Oh, right. It had these fuck-ass mechanics that pretty much entirely relied on pointing at the sensor bar, and I totally forgot about that. So your girl's gonna have fun trying to play that. I did a test run of it to get an idea of what I was gonna be doing and how I was gonna play that game whenever it comes time, but, if you want to, I can tell you guys what games I have. Otherwise, I can just leave it a surprise and you guys can just learn about it when we get it. Because I'm okay with it either way. I got the emulators downloaded for quite a few. There's a good chance there'll be more that I add later, but for now, I've got several. Several. Oh, by the way, I turned on my air conditioning. You guys can't hear it, right? I really hope you guys can't hear my air conditioning, because I did turn it on. To me, it's noisy as fuck. Okay, cool. So, the games that I've got for right now, there's a good chance I'll add more. I still got to figure out how I'm going to do the controls for a couple of these. But I have Warrior Land Shake It, really weird game, but I also remember really enjoying it. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, specifically because I planned on replaying the Subspace Emissary, because I really enjoyed that. Super Paper Mario, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Black Knight, Shadow the Hedgehog, Poke Park Wii, Sonic, not Sonic, sorry, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, Pets Cats 2, and Twilight Princess, and then I also have Kirby's Epic Yarn. And I was also thinking about trying to get some DS games as well, but I haven't, like, 100% solidified myself on that. But yeah, quite a bit of stuff. I was basically just going off of my little, because I've got my game history project, right? This project that I was planning on doing involving me drawing for all the games that I like, blah, 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 whatever. How do I use the weapon? There it is. Oh, wrong button. Bam, bam. So I was basically just trying to go based off of the list that I have for my game history thing. If I can figure out how to play the DS games, I want to add those in too, but part of me is also concerned because how do I emulate a DS game that has stylus compatibility? I don't know how that would work. Granted, there's a couple games I could think of that maybe won't be a problem in terms of the stylus, but there's others that I think would. I do own the games, but I can't, like, emulate a DS without without modding it, and I'm not doing that. So I'm basically stuck. Instead of using the games that I actually have on my game or on my DS, I'm going to be stuck using an emulator for it, and I've got to figure out how to do that because I've never emulated a DS game before. So I'm bad at this. My brain can't remember the controls. I think it's because my brain is also mixing up the controls for this game with Genshin. Because they're very similar, but the mechanics are opposite. So I think I need to change my jump button. I keep trying to jump with the B button, and that's not how it works. Okay, that's better. There's probably other games I'm gonna end up adding, though, for sure. I also ended up adding some, I added some games to my list for my game history project for games that I want to, like, games that I've played that are, like, party games. So they're not necessarily what I'm looking for in terms of, like, drawing for games that that shaped my childhood or whatever, like, which was the plan of the game history project. But I feel like they do kind of make sense to be there, so I was thinking I might do that. But I was thinking too, if I do like those kind of party games and stuff, like Mario Party, maybe instead of it being like a full illustration for the smaller games like that, maybe I can just do like a sticker design or something that's related to those games. Like if I do Mario Party 8, for example, my brain, when I think of Mario Party 8, what distinguishes Mario Party 8 from the other Mario Party game that I've played, Mario Party 7? Oh, Mario Party 8 had Ballyhoo and Big Top. So it would be kind of funny if I just did a little sticker of Ballyhoo and Big Top. Because I don't remember which character I mained in Mario Party, I'm gonna be so honest. It was probably Yoshi, but I don't remember for sure, because I'm sure I changed characters a lot. Because again, childhood me liked the idea of all of these characters are their own thing, and so they were, like, I was controlling what they were doing, and like, you know, such and such character hasn't been in a party for a while, so they want to play. So I would just switch characters, you know? See, from what I've researched with the 3DS and the DS in general is that the DS, whenever I looked it up, says that you can't actually use a capture card with it without modding it directly in the Switch because there is no graphical capability for the DS. The only plug that it has is the charger port, which is only used for charging unless you mod it. Yeah.
Ho!
And I'm not modifying my DS. It still counts as a modifier to me if you solder things on. Yeah. My Switch isn't modded. My Switch, I'm just plugging in an HDMI. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh, the appearance of these towers and the awakening of the shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It's been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. So I need more now? I said treasure, but I never said there would only be 1 treasure. Whether it's 1 treasure or 4, what's the difference for a young go-getter like yourself? Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high place. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Got it. I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate.
Oh.
See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. See, the thing is, I don't expect Nintendo. Nintendo does a lot of stupid things that they think are preventing them from losing money, but in reality, there's a lot of people who would pay money to just do these things. Like, I don't understand why they gatekeep their old systems and their old games like that. Like, I don't get why they don't let people play any of these old games. I said last stream, but I would give, or no, I wasn't last stream, actually. It was on a VC with friends. I would pay anything to play Twilight Princess on the Switch. And they won't port it. There's no way. The reason they won't port it is because it was already ported once to the Wii, again for the Wii U, so I know they're not going to bring it to the Switch. But my God, they should. I would pay full price for Twilight Princess again, because fuck that. I love that game. I would replay it, especially if they made it HD. I just wanted you don't even have to enhance the graphics or anything. Skyward Sword I don't think had any additions or changes. I still bought it again. I don't care. I love Skyward Sword. That game was my shit when I was growing up. I bought that game. Don't even care. Same thing with Paper Mario. I bought Paper Mario again. But also, that one also is an HD remake, and my god, is it a good HD remake. I love all of the quality of life changes they did for Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. It's fucking phenomenal. So, like, there's so many popular games that they just won't bring back, but they should. They should, because they would make money from it, you know? They just don't care. Oh, I just realized when I play this game, I leave the motion controls on, and the problem with me doing that is that I quite literally do not sit still. If I'm, like, sitting against my pillow, I'm rocking back and forth. If I'm, um, like, sitting staring at the TV like I am, I'm bouncing, like, on the bed. Because I don't sit still. I literally don't ever sit still. So, you guys might see me when I pull up my map and stuff. Just, the camera might be a little bit movie. That is fair. The motion controls are really good. I'm only slightly controlling with the motion controls, but I do use it quite a bit. I really like my motion controls, man. If it's there, I'm gonna use it. But at the same time, I literally don't stop moving, so me using motion controls is kind of funny because I have to force myself to sit still when I actually use motion controls. Otherwise, I'm in danger! I do be in danger. Stable. I know this game inside and out. The funny thing is, so all of the games that I have planned, there's a few exceptions, like Wario Land Shake It. I'm not going to remember everything about Wario Land Shake It. But most of the games, all of the games that I have on my list are games that I've played before. And I do wonder if those are going to be less fun for people to watch because I'm already playing a game I'm already familiar with, and I might just be like, oh yeah, I remember this, and just start doing things the correct way. I do feel like in some ways it's more fun when you're watching somebody play a game and they don't know what they're doing. But I kind of just want to replay games that I already like and enjoy. So I guess people are just gonna have to deal with it. If you want to watch me play, you just know I've probably played the game before. There's gonna be a few exceptions, like if I get, or not even if, when I get Mario and Luigi Brothership and Super Mario RPG, those are games that I have not played before. I don't own them at the moment, so I'm not gonna play them before I play them on stream. Those will just be when I get them, I'll play them. But for the most part, all of the games that I've got are ones I've played before. There's also the matter of there's like a couple games that I have currently that I've never played. Let's see, what do I have downloaded on my Switch that I haven't played? So I've got Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I bought it for Mario Galaxy, but I've never actually played Super Mario Sunshine. I did play Mario 64. I played the DS version of that game. I don't remember anything about it because it has been so long. I played that when I was so fucking young. I don't remember shit. If I ever wanted to, I could theoretically play Super Mario 64. I will say I am not one of those people who quite frankly, dick rides all the old shit. I don't like the old graphics, and I don't want to play Paper Mario or Mario 64 because I don't think I'll enjoy Mario 64 enough to be able to handle the old graphics. Mario Sunshine, I don't know if I'll enjoy it. We'll see. I might play it, I might not. I haven't decided. Shadow Generations, I bought it. Pre-ordered it to get the Maria's Journal or the sorry, not Maria's Journal. It's Gerald's Journal, and then I never played it. Deltarune, I finished chapter 1. I never finished chapter 2, which means I've not gotten any further than that. I got into the Cyber's world. I don't remember much. I didn't get very far. I did not finish it. Tears of the Kingdom, I did not finish. I want to get Hades 2 at some point, but I never technically finished Hades all the way through. There's still some content I never did. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Ocarina of Time does have the HD remake on the DS. That's always an option. I own this game, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. No fucking clue why I bought that game. Why in the world did I buy that game? I have no idea. I've never opened it. No idea why I bought it. Tears of the Kingdom would be easy to finish. The problem is I am somebody who likes to explore and do everything, and that's why I haven't finished. Because I've technically got multiple files of Tears of the Kingdom that I started. I don't remember if it's 2 or if it's 3, where I've gotten through a good chunk of the content, and then I stopped playing for so long that I couldn't remember where I left off, so I just started over and redid it again. So I don't think I don't think whatever playthroughs I've done for Tears of the Kingdom, I've never even gotten the 5th stage. Because I just never bothered, I guess. I don't know. I got burnt out before I finished it. Ori and the Blind Forest, I started to play. I am fucking awful at that game. Totally miserable at that game. I bought the version at Best Buy that came with the plushie, So I have her. I have a little Ori plushie, and I fucking love her. I have not finished Ori in the Blind Forest. It's a great game from what I've seen, but my god, I could not finish it. I'm so fucking bad at that game. It's one of those games that frustrates me. I thought it was going to be easy for me to get used to because I struggled and got used to Hollow Knight. So I was like, surely I'll struggle and then I'll get used to Ori the same way, and then I just didn't. So there's chase sequences in Ori. I can't even remember, man. I don't remember where I got to. I think I got the N64 thing because I was wanting Kirby and the Crystal Shards. So that's an option. I never finished Okami. I never played past the demo section of Neo The World Ends With You, which is insane because I fucking love The World Ends With You. I have Sky Children of the Light, literally never opened it once, I'm pretty sure. And some of these games are so old I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I don't remember much about the first tree. The first tree, I'm pretty sure, is a quick game, so that should be fine. Yeah, Okami, I think Okami confused me in a lot of ways. I get confused and frustrated pretty easily with puzzles and stuff, so I think that Okami, I just got confused and didn't know where to go, and so I just gave up. I was playing it with a friend because my friend loves Okami. I just never finished it. Which is funny because, I feel like growing up, maybe because I grew up in the DeviantArt era, I feel like I've seen so much art of Amaterasu, which is kind of funny that I know who she was and I knew, oh, I slipped. That's a funny way to die. That's okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, but the thing is, I didn't play I didn't play Okami like the old version. I only played Okami, oh man. Wait. No, I lost all my pens, bitch! That's so stupid! Why'd you have to do me like that? That's not fair. Aww. Yeah, I never played Okami like the old version. I've only ever gotten it for Okami HD. My friend recommended I play it, and then we were playing it together while she was hanging out with me that day, and I never played it again after she left. I have to redo all my pins. Boo. Boo. I got so focused on yapping, I was like, whoops, fall right off the fucking tower. Let's go! I'm so good at this game. It's been so long since I played this game, I'm not even surprised that I've been dying. I'll walk right off this tower right now. I used to be pretty good at this game though. Like I got so much shit. Like I got to the point where I know where pretty much I've got the DLC. I know where pretty much where all of the DLC items are, and I know how to solve just about every shrine. There's a couple that I forget how to fucking solve them until I get to them, and I'm like fuck with it for a little bit until I remember. But I feel like most of this game I've pretty much got memorized. Like I've done it. I've replayed this game so many fucking times. It's actually insane. That's the reason I have multiple profiles on my Switch, is because I like replaying games like this where they only have one save file. I actually never really used Majora's Mask, because I like being able to see Link's face. I've never cared for speedruns, to be honest. I see why people enjoy them. I don't, though. Because to me, speedrunning doesn't look fun. It looks like you're sucking the fun out of a game, you know? I mean, if it's fun for them, cool. But personally, I'm the kind of person I prefer to take my time. Explore every nook and cranny. Figure things out. Learn some stuff, you know? Especially in games like this where there's all kinds of little hidden things. Like, when I first played this game, I was so fascinated. It was funny because, friend who I was playing the game from, I'm just gonna keep calling her Bestie for the sake of simplicity. Whenever it came to me playing with Bestie, her favorite area is she loves the Zora. She fucking loves Sidon. She loves everything about the Zora. When I was playing this game, got so fascinated by this. I saw this and I went, what the fuck is that? And I instant clicked. Dude, ever since, so that was my immediate eye went straight to that because I could see, oh, it's moving. Like it's moving around. Like it's not always in the same position. It's definitely moving, even if it's only a little. But I got so fascinated by this fuck ass bird in the sky. I was like, what is that thing? It's so cool. And I got to the point where wherever I was on the map, I was just trying to see like where it was in position to where I was. And I liked taking screenshots in the game of just, that included Vomito in the background. I wonder what screenshots I have on my Switch, actually. Oh, Last Light spoiler. Last Ember spoilers. My goodness. Isn't there a way for me to filter it by game? Oh, Deltarune. Animal Crossing. What's this? Oh. This can only go badly, actually. Oh, yeah, I'm about to fuck this up, aren't I? Yep. That's what I figured probably was why I recorded this. Oh, Origami King, nice. Ooh, what's this? I forgot Bowser Jr. was an Origami King. That's probably an Origami King spoiler, so let's not watch the Origami King ones, because they're probably not that interesting anyway. What's this? Something, clearly I died. Oh, this is Tears of the Kingdom. Oh. Oh, I think I recorded that because I was confused as to what the fuck happened. Oh yeah, I'm a huge completionist too, so I like take pictures of everything and all that, so. What could possibly be interesting about this clip? Oh. Wait. Huh? Oh, that must be why I recorded this. Because the bokoblin straight up disappeared. And I recorded it to try and figure out why it vanished. Because I went to aim at it and it was gone. Okay, well that one's easy to figure out why I recorded that. Oh, I think I just recorded this because this scene's cute. That's a spoiler, though. I love Tulin and Teba. They're so good. I also really love having, oh. I really love having our companions by our side, too. It's, like, really cool. I loved having, like, exploring around with Tulin. Tulin's a cutie, like, for real. Oh. Yeah. Real dumb. What the fuck am I doing? Why didn't I crop these? That's what I want to know. Why did I not crop these clips? I just left them at the 30 seconds. You just see me walking through a field. What could this possibly be? What could possibly have happened that made this clip worthy? Oh. A dog attacking a shadow. I see. Okay. Oh. Oh, I think I just thought this interaction was funny.
Wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone.
I love Tulin. Oh my god, he's so cute! That's my son! Oh boy, what could possibly happen here? This could only go bad. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's not... What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Why did I take a video of Bobbery getting clobbered? Oh, okay. That is a little bit funny, actually. Bobbery gets clobbered and then Wacka just dies to a fucking fork because of a Shy Guy. Oh, nope, that's a spoiler. Let's not watch that. What? I didn't think I had any clips from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. There's not really anything to record for this game because it's all turn-based combat. Why does Duplus's, his little chat voice, why is it somehow more feminine than the ladies that are standing next to him? I think I just recorded that because I like Duplus. I think I recorded that because I like the scene, not because of anything interesting. Probably the same. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is not really something I would expect to have clips of. Why do I have clips of Paper Mario? I just think I was really enjoying Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and just wanted to have a bunch of clips for no reason, because why do I have so many screenshots of this game? There's so many screenshots of Paper Mario! Is this... Oh my god, it's another Tears of the Kingdom! What the fuck was I doing? Okay. Oh. I was like, what game is this? Oh, yeah, I love taking photos in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because they're so fucking pretty. Too much Tears of the Kingdom. Why is he just prancing away? What the fuck? Also, why is my shot so bad? Why is he just... That's so weird. Okay, I could see why I recorded that. That was so odd. So that one was Breath of the Wild, right? This one's... No, that was Tears of the Kingdom. This is also Tears of the Kingdom. Why the fuck did I record that? There was nothing interesting that happened in that at all.
Do doing?
Oh, okay. The meat that's stuck in the ground. Yes. Yes, I see. I see. How did it get like that, I wonder? The meat that's stuck in the ground. Okay. Hades? I can only assume I'm gonna die in this. No, I didn't actually.
Stand still for me.
I just feel like recording myself kicking Megra's ass. I'm confused. Why did I record these? Oh, Metroid. Oh boy. I was so ass at this game. Oh, this was me trying to get something. What the fuck? I think I was trying to do something. There's probably an item or something that I needed to do that supercharged thing with. I can't remember what it's called now. And I think when I timed it badly to the point where I was ducked under the ledge when it made me unduck and I died instantly. That's kind of amusing, actually. I'm just standing here doing nothing. Clearly I was trying this a lot. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I got bumped on the end. I was horribly miserable at Metroid Dread, I swear. Probably way worse at Metroid Prime, to be honest. Why did I record this? Just because Samus is a badass? Because I know that. Oh, is that... Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Oh, my beloved! Pear? Who's Pear? I don't remember Pear. Who's Pear? An Eevee named Pear? I don't remember that. I thought it was Bow and Ribbon, my Skitty and my Pikachu. I don't remember having an Eevee. Oh, that's a spoiler. And I just feel like having a picture of Mimikyu for no reason. I feel like this is gonna end poorly. Oh. Yeah.
Bingle gongle.
Bingle bongle. Oh, I think I know. Oh, I think this is when I tried to recruit Mew and I lost him. I think I lost Mew in this one. Oh, this hurts. Why would I record that for myself? Oh no, I did recruit him. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, if I recorded myself not getting Mew, that's crazy. Oh my God. I forgot I ever recruited Mew. No way. No way. I was on a hunt, man. I was on a hunt with me and my Mismagius, man. Vex the goat. I had all my allies turned off from, like, attacking so I could shiny hunt in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, that's also not the team I thought it was. That's also not Ribbon and Bow. Because that's Bubby. Right? I think that's Bubby. He's not talking in that scene, so I have no fucking idea. Pretty sure the Bulbasaur's name is Bubby. Oh no, Gobi! His name is Gobi. Gobi and Anna. I see. Aww. Oh, is this me shiny hunting? It's gotta be. If I recorded anything other than shiny hunting, I'd be shocked. Oh. Hell yeah. Hey, it's a Lockix. What do you know? Yeah, so they're in Mystery Dungeon DX, there were like special Pokemon, like extremely powerful Pokemon that you could encounter. Those specific ones, and only them could be shiny. But just those Pokemon, and they're extremely hard to recruit. It's impossible to recruit them without like the Friendbow, because they have like a negative friendship rating. So you have to get a Friendbow in order to like even be able to recruit them. And it was frustrating because you don't get the Friendbow until kind of later in the game when you start to get missions that actually give that to you. And that is caused problems because until that point, you might encounter shinies that you just can't get, you know? This has got to be another shiny hunt. What shiny am I going to find in this one? Is it Hawlucha? Nope. Lechonk. That's not my first Lechonk, if I remember correctly. Wonder what shiny I'm gonna find here. Ah, the Psyduck, of course. What am I gonna find in this one? Hmm? You never found a shiny in Scarlet and Violet? So Scarlet and Violet, they don't make any sound, so it's pretty easy to miss shinies. That's why I use auto battle a lot, because letting them just attack Pokemon, they won't attack a shiny. Like, they will outright refuse, so it's really easy to make sure you don't miss a shiny. Oh my god! The previous one was also a Rockruff. 2 Rockruffs? Let's see. What's this? Oh. Kirby Star Allies? Oh, Kirby in the Forgotten Land! Man, when I replay Kirby in the Forgotten Land, it's gonna take me a second to remember how to play that game. I'm gonna be so honest. Oh my god, Aegis, my beloved Zorua. Aegis is my... Oh, hey, look! There it is. Oh, the shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet also, if it's a Pokemon that instantly, like, burrows underground, like, I don't remember that one's name. What the fuck is that one's name? Like, this guy here. So, normally when you would encounter these guys, they'll be in the ground, and if you approach, they'll just disappear. But shiny ones don't do that. They're specifically meant to not do that, so they don't disappear, and you can't just lose a shiny because you didn't see it. Which is good. It's very friendly for shiny hunters. Dedenne? Wait, does that mean I was shiny hunting Dedenne in this one? Or was I shiny hunting Jigglypuff? It could have been either, honestly. It looks like I might have been shiny hunting Jigglypuff, because that's what I'm aiming at. Oh, hey, look, yeah. You know, that's funny. I can very clearly see the difference, but clearly I wasn't sure. Orthworm, yes. Clearly I wasn't sure that that was a shiny, but looking at them here, I can see the difference between the slightly pinker versus the more like peachy pink. You've got more of a warmer pink and a lighter pink between these two. I can actually see it now. That's kind of interesting. I did quite a bit of shiny hunting in this game. Because I have a shiny living dex. I love how shortly before finding that shiny Jigglypuff, I was,
If you go to Malaysia, you have to work for their hourly rate, which is currently $217 US per hour.
What?
Yeah. USD pays you this country rate.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense.
And you're going to need a credit card that can be used in Malaysia. So call your Discover and see if it can be used.
Oh, are they not universal? Okay.
So just let you know.
Okay. Mm, um, so do I have to use a credit card, or am I able to use my debit? Hmm. Hmm. Huh. I guess I didn't think about the money issue in terms of going to another country. I got too focused on watching things. It's actually 7 o'clock already, which is generally where I sign off for the night. Um, I will need to find somebody to raid. I didn't really do a lot on the stream, I'm gonna be so honest, but that's okay. I got to yap a little, which is fun. Let's see, who should I raid today? Oh, right, I'm playing Breath of the Wild, so it's suggesting me Breath of the Wild. Let's see. Hmm. Got anybody else? It's like the only channels that I'm following that are live are Astral and Scarlet. Either of them would work. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, let's go with Astral. All right. I will definitely stream tomorrow, whether or not it'll be art related. It could be art related. I probably will. If I'm going to Malaysia, then I'll probably have to try and get um, my stuff done quicker because I have less time. Ooh, gotcha. But hope you guys have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you. I will definitely stream tomorrow. It'll probably be art. Maybe we'll have friends who are available for repo. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And if we do, maybe we'll switch to repo. But otherwise, we're just going to do some art today. But thanks for hanging out.